Ciao tutti. Today we're going to make a banana bread. It's easy, it's simple, and it tastes delicious. I just want to say thank you to all of you for your beautiful words. I've read some of the comments and I was really humbled by it. I appreciate all of you. Thank you. I preheated the oven to 350 degrees. I have 4 tiny baking pans. However, you can use 1 baking pan to make a loaf. I make 4 because I give them out to everybody. Now I already cut out little pieces of parchment paper to fit in the bottom and I sprayed them. Now we're going to use 2 bowls for this. 1 for wet ingredients and 1 for dry. We'll do the dry first. We'll pour 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour, 1.25 cups of sugar, a dash, I'd say 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and a teaspoon of baking soda. Stir our mixture together. I'm using a spatula. And we'll put our 1/2 cup of chocolate morsels in, the 1/2 cup of chopped walnuts. And now we're going to peel 2 pretty ripe bananas. Actually, the riper they are, the better they taste. And put them in a bowl. And I use a potato masher. You could use a fork if you don't have one. Mash it well. To this, I'm going to add 2 whole eggs. 1/2 cup of canola oil. 1/4 cup of sour cream, which makes it very moist. We're mixing this until it's all incorporated. I use a small whisk for this because it's not a large bowl. And then we're going to add it to our dry mixture. I add a teaspoon of vanilla and we mix the whole shebang. So now I'm going to take cupfuls and put it into each little pan. What you would do if you're making 1 large loaf is fill the whole loaf pan with it. Now we're going to put it into the oven, and as you could see, I put it on a small tray so that nothing dribbles over. We're putting it in a 350 degree preheated oven for about 30 minutes. It's cooled enough now to get them out of the pan. So what I do is I take the soft side of a knife and I go around it to make sure it won't stick in the pan. And then I flip it over and I put it back on the rack. I'm going to sprinkle it with confectioner sugar. And this is so versatile. You could have it for breakfast. You could have it after dinner with a scoop of ice cream. There are so many ways you can eat it. It's crusty on the outside and moist and tender on the inside. I know you're going to love this one. Assa benedica.